Welcome to a state-of-the-art facility where tradition meets technology. Today, we trace the incredible journey of crocodile leather, from farm to fashion.
Easy now, big guy. We're almost done.
Good, keep the head steady. Checking the jaw?
Tail secure, it's relaxing.
Perfect, we're all set. Thanks for being calm.
Skilled artisans begin their work with the first masterful incision along the crocodile's belly. The carcass, now without its hide, moves along a separate clean line. Workers begin the process of portioning the meat, but the journey isn't over for the rest of the animal. Crocodile meat is a prized lean protein, and it enters its own processing line. The meat is broken down into primal cuts. The tail, being the most tender and muscular, is the most sought-after portion. Expert butchers carefully extract the tenderloins, ensuring no valuable meat is wasted. Every part of the animal is utilized. The different cuts of meat are sorted on a stainless steel table: tail steaks, tenderloins, ribs, and body meat. The meat is then sorted by cut. From premium tail steaks to meat perfect for sausages and stews, there's a market for every part.
In the packaging area, workers vacuum seal individual portions of crocodile meat in clear plastic. The machine hisses its seals. To ensure freshness and prevent freezer burn, the meat is immediately vacuum sealed in high-quality packaging.
A worker uses a pallet jack to move a stack of sealed boxes into a large cold storage room. The packaged meat is transferred to a massive cold storage facility ready for distribution. This ensures global access for chefs and consumers. The camera returns to the raw hide on the table. Workers are now manually scraping off any remaining meat. Meanwhile, the raw hide undergoes its first critical treatment. This initial cleaning is essential for preserving the leather. Skilled workers use specialized tools to scrape away every last bit of flesh and fat, a process that requires great care to avoid cuts. Let's check the shape and scale patterns. These patterns here look promising for luxury use. Now for size and symmetry. It's very symmetrical. This will be suitable.
I'm adding a precise amount of coarse sea salt into the drum with the hide. This drum is filled with high-quality salt. This traditional method of curing draws out moisture to prevent bacterial growth.
The hides will tumble in the salt for several days, ensuring the salt penetrates every part of the thick skin. This process, known as wet salting, is a time-honored and effective method of preservation that can take several days. After salting, the hides are removed from the drum. They now look firmer and drier. They are stacked on a pallet. Once cured, the salted hides are stacked and ready for their next major journey to a specialized tannery. Our journey continues at a specialized tannery, where science and craftsmanship will unlock the true potential of the crocodile skin.
Careful, these are heavy with salt. Got it. To the vat now. This first step gets them soft. Yeah, back to workable state.
The stiff, salted hides are placed into large drums of water, weighted down to stay submerged. This soaking process can take up to 24 hours to rehydrate them completely.
Every hide undergoes a rigorous inspection at this stage.
Quality control is a constant, ensuring only the best proceed.
The inspectors check for any flaws, marking them for special attention in later processes or for use in products where they can be minimized.
The inspected hides are stacked neatly on a pallet. A worker uses a marker to write a batch number on the top hide. The inspected and fleshed hides are now batched and tracked, ready for the chemical transformation that will make them imputrescible. The hides are loaded into a large stainless steel drum that rotates on its side. It looks like a giant cement mix. The hides now enter the most critical chemical phase. They are loaded into large chrome drums for the pickling and tanning process. First, a precise pickling solution of acid and salt is prepared. This adjusts the hide's pH to prepare it to accept the tanning agents.
After pickling, we add chromium sulfate to the drum. This is the magic ingredient that binds to the collagen fibers.
This tanning process is slow and deliberate, taking up to 24 hours to ensure the transformation is complete and permanent. After tanning, the drum door opens. The leather, now a pale blue-green, is unloaded. This is called wet blue. The result is wet blue leather. It is now stable, will not rot, and can withstand heat. The raw hide has officially become leather. This is the first time we see the leather in its preserved state. The iconic scale pattern is locked in forever.
Check the grain on this one.
The color looks good. Let's check the next.
This batch is consistent. No issues.
Pallets of wet blue leather are stacked and wrapped in plastic, ready to be sent to the finishing department. Once sorted, the wet blue leather is prepared for its final journey, the finishing process, where it will gain its color and character. The finishing begins with a process called sammying. The leather is passed through felt-covered rollers to remove excess moisture.
The leather emerges from the samming machine, noticeably drier and flatter than when it went in. This mechanical drying makes the leather firmer and prepares it for precise splitting and shaving.
The leather is then fed into a splitting machine. This machine has a large, wide blade inside. The leather now goes to the splitting machine. Here, a giant precision band knife splits the leather horizontally.
The top grain is beautiful with perfect scales. The bottom split is fibrous. The top grain with its perfect scale pattern will become high-end handbags and watches. The split is often used for smaller goods.
The top grain leather then goes to a shaving machine. It has a spiraling blade cylinder inside. To achieve a precise final thickness, the leather goes through a shaving machine. This creates a perfectly uniform thickness across the entire hide. The leather's backside is now perfectly smooth and even, like felt. The result is a leather of an exact, predetermined thickness, essential for consistent manufacturing of luxury goods. The shaved leather is placed back into a drum for retanning. A worker adds dyes and fats to the drum. This is where it receives its final color and softness through dyes and fat liquoring agents. The drum rotates, infusing the leather with a deep, rich color. The dye penetrates deeply, ensuring the color lasts a lifetime. The leather emerges, transformed. The dyed leather is stretched out on large frames to dry. It is held in place by clips. It looks like a giant canvas. To set the color and finish stretched onto frames to dry, this prevents shrinking and ensures a flat, smooth surface. Once dry, the leather is soft and supple. A worker uses a conditioning machine to add a small amount of oil and water. After drying, the leather is conditioned, reintroducing a precise amount of moisture to make it perfectly pliable and soft to the touch.
I'm using a clear, flexible ruler to carefully trace the hide's outline. This measurement determines its grade, value, and use in luxury fashion. The softness, the temper, the gloss, every tactile element is evaluated to ensure it meets the highest standards. Only the hides that pass this rigorous test receive the final stamp of approval, marking them as fit for the world's top fashion houses. The approved leather is carefully rolled onto a large, padded cylinder and wrapped in protective tissue paper. The masterpiece is complete. The precious leather is carefully rolled in protective tissue to prevent any scratches during transport. This journey, from a humble farm to a tannery, ends in the hands of master artisans. They will cut, stitch, and shape this incredible material. It becomes a timeless piece of luxury, a testament to the incredible journey from raw material to high-quality fashion. Thanks for watching. All clear, vitals stable, no abnormalities. This confirms the animal is healthy, meeting our rigorous quality and ethical standards.